I can't believe we're here. Today we are listening to You Seem Pretty Sad for a Girl So in Love by Olivia Rodrigo, OR3, Olivia's third album. So we reacted to Drop Dead earlier on in the year when that first came out. I was so impressed by that song. I love it so much. And following up The Cure, I wish I had done a reaction to that one the first time I heard it because I was like nearly in tears if I'm being completely honest. Before we get into the reaction, I want to read what Olivia posted as it was released. So she said, "My third album, You Seem Pretty Sad for a Girl So in Love, is out now. I love this album so much. I am so thrilled that it's finally yours. The record is a time capsule of a relationship in all of its highs and lows. It's my attempt at capturing love from both sides of the coin, the hope and the disappointment, the insanity and the clarity, the entanglement and the unraveling." I am so excited. Oh my God. This album is in two halves. The first half of the album seems to be the A Girl So in Love side. And then the second half of the album, which I believe starts at The Cure, is the You Seem Pretty Sad side. Initially, I had thought that the album was going to be Drop Dead is the initiation of the relationship. Slowly, we were going to go over the relationship and it was going to become both more loving as you get to know the person that you're with and then decay because that's what happens in relationships that are sinking. That's what I thought was going to happen. Maybe that's still the case. Visuals for this album have been beautiful. We've moved away from the traditional purple of her first two albums. This has been very floral, very pink. Now, most exciting for this album, and I guess for her whole project, is this album features her first feature, which is legend Robert Smith from The Cure. That is just so exciting. I'm so excited for that song specifically. And most interesting about that is I found out from my partner that apparently Lewis Partridge, Olivia's ex, who this album is likely going to be in large part about, his favorite band is The Cure. So not only is when he searches The Cure, Olivia's song's going to come up, but so is her song with Robert Smith. You will never get away from the sound of the woman who loved you. The first song on the album is Drop Dead. As I mentioned before, I've already done a reaction to that song, so if you'd like to go and see that, please check the link up here. We're going to get into the second song on the album, Stupid Song. Let's get right into it.
New York City's never looked so blue. My friends are smoking blunts in the bathroom.
Yup.
All the girls at this party are so cool. It's never been a thing that I could do.
There's something so classic Olivia about this sound already. This is so her ballads on the first two albums. I'm glad we're in a place that's quite comfortable in the beginning of this album. It's not feeling too much of a departure from her previous sound. Oh! That's the second Undone, Unraveled reference. I love when she announced the tour and it was called like the Unraveled Tour. Everyone was like, wait a minute. What's all that about? And now we're really seeing it seems like a core image within the album. Cute! Hold on! At the end of last year, I watched iconic trilogy that come out every decade. That line, and if there's a God, he's the bond that's between us two. That sounds a lot like the line from Before Sunrise, which features my beloved Ethan Hawke. I will say I have very conflicting feelings about those movies. I find them to be so overacted and so overwritten, but there is something very beautiful about them, so I definitely understand the hype about them. But Celine, who is one of the main protagonists, says, "I believe if there's any God, it wouldn't be in any of us. Not you or me, but just this little space in between." That's actually such a fun reference, I guess, knowing where they've ended up. And this is not really a spoiler for this series of movies, but in the first movie, it is a chance encounter that happens between Ethan Hawke, American. Sorry, I don't know Ethan Hawke's character's name. I just know it's Ethan Hawke. And Celine, who is from France, they are having a chance encounter on a train and then decide to just say fuck it and see where it goes, knowing that he needs to get on a plane back home. And so they only have this time together. They only have this time to have intellectual conversation, they only have this time to create a bond together and grow together, knowing that there's an ending. To me, Olivia, American. Louis Partridge, English. When they first met, did they think it was maybe going to be the only time that they were going to experience each other and that was going to be the end and they would walk away? But then obviously it turned into something, much like Before Sunset. So I think that's a great reference to use and very exciting for me. I love the sound so much. So pretty. This is so fun! There's something so nostalgic about that guitar riff. Oh, that song was really good. It definitely, kind of like The Cure, starts slow and then turns into something really cool. I would love to know what you guys think of that song. But next up we have Honeybee. I call my partner Honeybee nearly every day. So let this one be a love song because maybe he and I need a new song that's ours. Beautiful. Muted piano.
That is true. Time can heal even the worst of wounds. And baby boy, honeybee, gotta love the way you look at me. And it's too hard to describe this.
Beautiful.
In a way that feels honest. I love you, baby, I promise. And
So beautiful.
your face looks like a face I swear that I could spend my whole life knowing.
Oh my god. I know this is meant to be a girl soul in love, but this feels like terrible foreshadowing in a love song. The piano was so beautiful, but like there's something so twinkly about the production. It's understated, and in its rawness, there's something so honest and beautiful about it.
In the dark, I'm not scared. I just reach and you're right there. Everything I own just feels like a
So pretty. Oh my god. She's been speaking with Leve. This is so unique to her. What?
Here's to hoping.
I feel like I can't claim that because that was so sad. It's much sadder than I was anticipating. Anyway, next up we have Maggots for Brains. Insane title. Who's this directed at? Oh! This is really good.
She's really good.
This feels like the Smiths.
I'm a zombie in my body. I'm a train off of the track.
This is so cute!
Dirty, I feel bad. In the corners are all flat. And I got maggots for brains.
I love it.
Just the thing that happens in my head. And I bet it goes away. Everything feels moldy like the fruit that's in my fridge. Sometimes at a low point I even wish for tragedy. I knew he'd come over and take real good care of me. I'm a sad shell.
A depressing banger. Jesus Christ. I feel like I have to disassociate to really enjoy this because it is so sad in the lyrics, and then the music is like, yeah. I love it. This is so movie. I love that song so much. That was so good. But I'm so sad. Girl, so sad. Girl, so confusing. Why is this so sad? Maybe these sides are going to be much more blended than I had first anticipated. This song really feels like they were just starting to like get to know each other, fall in love, and he's already going away. And she doesn't feel like she's able to reach out to him, which seems crazy. I guess maybe they weren't so established just yet in the timeline of this song, but it seems sad. What am I meant to do now? Next up, we have you plus me equals less than 3. Cute title. Hey, guess what? Is it going to depress me? Am I about to get sad? That's fun. But like skip bass line is so fun. Dinner. Oh. Oh. Oh.
I like your big sister. She has your same face.
Does she really? Oh my god, they do look the same.
And all my ex-boyfriends have heard these lots. But I like you.
Whoa. Let's get married when we both turn 25. Whoa. As a person who is older, who has a few extra years on this, cool your jets. It's so cute, but it's tinged with such sadness. This line might mean more to an American than to an Australian. Cadbury chocolate? Do they got that in America? I know that Hershey's is the big one. We don't have that really in Australia. It's not like a mass marketed brand. You can get it at specialty shops, but it's like not in the supermarket. Whereas Cadbury is in every supermarket here. Is it British? It is. It's a British brand. I had no idea. It's so prevalent in Australia. I never would have questioned it. Yeah, fuck it. This song was so cute. Again, it's tinged with such sadness. Olivia! Really cool though. I think that one might be my favorite song on the album so far. I really liked the sound of that one. It was so good. They have all been really good so far. I've loved all of them. Very, very impressed. The next song we have is My Way, which I believe is the second to last song on the Girl So In Love side. Not been Girl So In Love so far, huh? More like Girl So Insecure. Oh, fun! Okay. Hold on, I'm processing those lyrics. It's a little hard to stomach all your amateur moves. You know he's with me, like obviously. This is directed at someone who is trying to get at her partner. But you linger in the air just like a bad perfume. It's getting to me embarrassingly. So whoever this is that has been trying to step in on their relationship, it's becoming an insecurity. What was making it an insecurity? And that she wasn't feeling secure. I mean, to me, it sounds like she was always insecure about the relationship, which is never a great place to start. But if you've got someone who's like stepping in on your space and your partner is not like putting up a boundary. I'm going to generalize, sorry, the men in my audience, but oftentimes you will see young men in their early 20s who will be excited by the attention that they get from other people, even if they're spoken for. And even if their partner is made uncomfortable by it, they will not take it super seriously because they're so flattered by the attention. That pisses me off that this happened to her. Grr, men. This is kind of her better than revenge. Except she's still in the relationship in the point of this song. Even if a girl is doing that, not a girl's girl kind of vibe, it's not just up to them to put a stop to that. If there is someone encroaching on that space knowingly and your partner is letting it happen, you need to have that conversation with your partner and say, hey, this is making me uncomfortable. I don't know if you're aware of it. Can like you maybe say something, put that boundary up, or we have a conversation and we break up. Because this is making me really uncomfortable. Yes, you should be annoyed with the girl, but it's not only their fault. So I don't love when these songs are so at other girls when you know half the time the issue is with the guy. You should be having that conversation with your partner to tell them how you feel, to tell them that insecurity that you have, or to tell them the discomfort that you're feeling. So I tend to not enjoy these kinds of songs. I don't like Better Than Revenge in that way. We've all been there, we've all felt that, but it doesn't mean that it's right. I'm not saying that she shouldn't have said this. This is just my personal feelings. I tend to not like these kinds of songs. Okay, I'm taking this really literally, sorry. If she keeps calling but you never get the message, maybe you didn't say the message clear enough. Maybe the assumption that you guys are together is not enough to stop her, because maybe he's not saying no either. Do you see what I mean? Me, it's never the woman's fault. To elaborate a little bit more about this, in songs like Lacy or Obsessed, I find that is more theme for a song that I like, because it's more about how insecure you are and how their presence is making you insecure, and it's not like putting the blame on the person who is making you feel insecure, because technically you're responsible for your own feelings and it's up to you to take control of that situation, right? So I like Lacy and I like Obsessed because it's so relatable and it's not like their fault that you're feeling this way. Do you know what I mean? Okay, anyway. Good grief. Christ! It's his fault. This song was so good. Like, the way it sounded, the way it was performed and put together was so good. It's so sad to me that the theme of the song is so at odds with my personal ethos. And I say that as someone who has experienced exactly that. One of my first like long-term boyfriends, we were really young. I was 17 and he was 18, and he had just started going out to clubs and stuff, because in Australia the drinking age is 18. For the last year of high school for me, my boyfriend was going out drinking, making new friends that were outside of school, because now he'd left school, which was fine. But like, me being 17 and insecure and thinking that no one could ever love me, I was always a little bit uncomfortable. Not that he needed to give me like a bar for bar of what happened, but like, he would be really secretive about the nights out. And so when you're young and imaginative and you're a little bit crazy, your mind will race and think of like the worst thing that could possibly be happening. Then by the time I turned 18, we were still together. I was going out and I was so excited because I was finally going to enter that world that he had been enjoying for so long, and he was really excited for me to come. The only thing is that some of the friends that he had made at that point, one of the girls that he had become friends with, who I think was 3 years older than him, was really trying to get between us, and eventually he did cheat on me with her, which leads me to think that potentially he had already been cheating on me with her. So I know exactly the feeling she's having, and I know when I was younger, I in some ways blamed her, but I know deep down, even at the time, I was annoyed that my partner would never take me seriously about it, how I felt a little bit uncomfortable, how I was like, oh, she seems really like over comfortable with you. Like, she is quite comfortable touching you in front of me in a way that she wants me to see her doing that to you. And you're like not shrugging her off or getting uncomfortable. Makes me a little bit self-conscious. What's going on? I would never feel confident about it, and it would make me upset. And I remember one night when I had just found out that they had been seeing each other the whole time we were dating, she pretty much took him away from me and was like, so immature when I think about it now, because she would have been like 22. Imagine being like, I got that boy. Yeah, he's 19. Ew. I get it, but at the same time, like, especially now, I don't blame her. She felt comfortable enough because of the advances that my partner gave and didn't have boundaries for. So of course she felt that way. And then she felt protective when I was finally in the scene because I was the girlfriend. You know what I mean? I don't judge her now, and I hope that Olivia gets to a point where she doesn't judge that person either, because ultimately it was her partner's fault for not taking her seriously when she felt that way. If she had that conversation with her partner, because if she didn't, I don't know what to say. How's he meant to know if you didn't have that conversation? Just my thoughts from a 30-year-old woman. Too much yapping, guys. Too much yapping. Let's get on to Purple, which is the last song of the Girl So In Love section. Not feeling so in love, guys. Hey, not feeling so in love at all. Let's get into it. Beautiful. Oh, it's so cute and pretty. But I'm scared.
And it's crazy how I used to visit your town like a tourist.
Pretty, so beautiful. Oh my god.
You kiss my neck,
So pretty.
with 2 lines formed a circle. I bounce with you, you're
Oh.
A coat and pair of shoes all coming double. I had big dreams till I tied myself to you.
Oh.
I'm lost with you. You're red and I'm blue. Now I see the world in purple.
I love it so much.
Out with you till it all turns black. Are we so in love? Are we too
Ah.
melt with you till it all turns black when you smooth it out, but it feels too flat.
Ah.
Melt with you till it all turns black when you get so close and you can't go back. Melt with you till it just feels sad.
No. This one had potential to be just cute. I feel like before the injections of the insecurity turning their color to black, that is so cute. That like the representation of the two halves of them making a beautiful color together. When your lives start intertwining so much that you can't see the individual people anymore, you can just see becoming one with your partner. But hey, guess what, guys? All the love side, except for Drop Dead, they were sad. They were still sad. You seem pretty sad for a girl so in love. Yeah, you seem pretty sad for a girl so in love. I don't know if I'm ready to like experience genuine sadness here today. But hey, we're up to The Cure, which is the first song of the You Seem Pretty Sad side. So I reckon that this side, now that we've kind of gone through the initial part of the relationship and then some of the things that were at odds with the relationship, there being another person, there being insecurities that were playing into it, miscommunication, it sounds like. Now we're at the point where it's now actually unraveling. Now things are getting so bad, getting so sour that you can't ignore it anymore. So The Cure, I will say this before we get started, I think is maybe one of the most impressive songs that Olivia has ever done. I think so far this album is on another level in terms of her songwriting and the imagery that she is conveying. There is still that semi-naive young voice, but the way that it's being presented is at such a extraordinary level, which I guess you have to give props to both Olivia and Dan for creating just such well-crafted songs. The Cure music video is so beautiful and so sad, and actually it made me sad in such an interesting way because the whole music video is her trying to find the cure for their relationship. Their relationship is dying, or she's dying within the relationship, and there are all these shriveled up dead hearts, and everything she tries, it just shrivels the heart. And so she doesn't know what to do, and eventually she starts to unravel, and the little unraveling like red threads are what reinvigorate the heart. Like the cure was inside her all along, she just needed to help her own heart. That's how I interpreted it anyway. I'd love to hear other people's interpretations of that music video. Now I haven't listened to Begged, which I know she performed on a show, but I have this feeling that the second half of the album is gonna be sad, but I think it's going to be reflective, and I think she's going to find herself within these songs. That's my hope. Okay, we're listening to The Cure. This is not my first reaction, but this will be my first reaction on YouTube. Like, it's just so stunning. What are we talking about?
All the pretty girls in the foreground of my mind thought I'd done enough, but they keep moving the line.
That's how it feels when you're with the wrong person.
Found the antidote this time. Thought I found the antidote this time. But my head is full of poison.
I just love it.
My heart is full of doubt. I got toxins in my bloodstream. You tried hard to suck 'em out, but it don't matter how your love feels anymore.
That part's so beautiful. I love it. I love this part so much. It's so sad though. Don't get it twisted. I love the build here. It's just so good. The strings coming in. So yeah, I love that song so much. I find it so terribly sad. It's so sad. It's so good. Like, I feel like it's almost understated good, if you know what I mean. Great start to the sad section. You seem pretty sad. Now we have Begged. Like I said, I never listened to the live performances she did of this. I tend to avoid those because I want to normally hear the song in the way that it is going to be presented more permanently on the album for the first time. I'd rather not hear a live version and expect to hear that. And then when I hear the real version and it's not quite the same, I'll get sad. Best example of that is the demo version of Regina Spektor's Ne Me Quitte Pas, or Don't Leave Me. The demo version of that song is my favorite version of that song. And then when she put it on an official album and did an official recording of it, it's completely different and I hate it. Because it's not what I wanted it to be, I hate it. And so I would hate to have that impression of a good song, so I just wait to hear it as God intended, and then I might go back and listen to that live version later, because I've already had that first impression with what it's going to be long term. Oh, it's so beautiful.
All that I want is to know undoubtedly that you just have eyes for me.
Oh, uh-oh.
So I'm patient, you're learning, pretend it's not hurting. Oh, they say it's a virtue to not let good love slip away. Nothing's quite enough when I know that to get it I beg.
Don't. Hey, that's not gonna, that one's not gonna fly for me. That was so freaking sad. What the hell? I feel like I've lost a part of my body. Like I've lost a part of my essence. That one has been maybe the most overtly sad of the whole track list, which makes me a bit nervous. Does that mean that it's just gonna get worse from here? Oh man. Okay, next up we have What's Wrong With Me featuring Robert Smith of The Cure. Okay. That's so fun.
I'm just staring at the ceiling. Can't describe this feeling I've got in my head. Out of body in my bed. I'm not feeling like myself, and nothing ever seems to help. Went to the doctor and she said I was fine. Oh, but every movie that I see makes me cry.
They sound really good together. Oh, I say this a lot. I love when the artists pick part of what the main chorus line is and subvert expectations, and then by the time the song comes out, you hear the whole line in context and it changes. I love that. And yes, I think they sound really good together. I was really nervous because when she was singing with lead singer from Talking Heads, I can't think of his name right now, the cover that they did together, that was Sabrina Carpenter, Dolly Parton level bad. Like, let's keep that recording for the home. Whoa, whoa, whoa. That one didn't need to go out to public. This sounds beautiful, I think. And even though they have different accents and sometimes that can be jarring, I think that they have a really beautiful sound together. Whatever they did to both of their voices, it makes it seem like really seamless.
I keep looking for distractions. Hope the feeling passes, but I've got to say it's getting harder every day.
I'm losing steam on it a bit. So pretty. I think I spoke too soon on likening previous collaborations with Sabrina Carpenter, Dolly Parton. I didn't love his verse. Her voice was so meshed in with the music, and it sounded like he was wearing someone else's jacket and trying to make it work. But I think that it would have been really cool if instead of him having his own verse, he sung just the bridge. I think that would have been really cool. I really love that the chorus is both of them singing. I think that is just beautiful. I really like his injection on the background. But yeah, potentially I think maybe just having the 4 lines of the bridge instead of the 8 of the verse would have suited the song a little bit better, because it would have had more flow, where the bridge you can kind of do whatever you want in the bridge, if you know what I mean. Like, it's a bit more forgiving for if it's not super cohesive to play around in the bridge, if you know what I mean. So I don't know.
I think you're what's wrong with me. I think you're what's wrong with me.
Oh, beautiful. I think that song was really beautiful, and it is like vicious without the aggression, if you know what I mean. So definitely not Sabrina Carpenter, Dolly Parton, but it nearly got there. The next song we have up is Less Nervous. I thought that first note was, I don't wanna fuck with your head.
I don't wanna fuck with your head. It's breaking my heart to keep breaking yours again.
And then the rest of the chords sounded like it too. Listen to it again. Wanna fuck with your head. Okay, it changed. Are you cooking with me? Are we in the kitchen together? Are we holding hands?
I feel it again. Edge of the bed, body and head protesting. Maybe it'll fix itself tomorrow. I've been seeing that like every night. You say you can't stand to watch me cry a minute more. So you do the noble thing and open up the door. Loving me means letting go and wishing me the best. Well, then I guess I wish you loved me less.
Oh, to wish someone loved you less so they would stay. Girl, let it go. It's fine.
And maybe I'm a stubborn overthinker, but I've been thinking over this a lot. Loving me means crying on the curve at LAX. I wish you loved me less.
So pretty. The vintage sound. Yum, yum, yum. Grr. She is going to have such love in her life. She's going to realize that this should never have been tolerated. That was so beautiful. I've been thinking as the songs have gone along that a lot of them are going to be like perfect karaoke songs. They're going to be perfect Australian Idol audition. And what I guess I mean by that is that every one of these songs, or at least the majority of these songs, have showed off her voice in a way that is so beautiful, in a way that's actually quite different from her previous albums. There's a rawness and I guess a lack of like spunkiness in this album that I feel like lends itself very well to someone else grafting empathy onto this song and taking it and making their own for a cover. They have all really been beautiful. That song was very sad, and I'm thinking, like, there's things I'm thinking about, and I will need to reveal them to you once we're done, because I don't want to say something and then be completely wrong. The next song we have, our second to last song, is Expectations. I have this funny feeling we're not going to pick up. I have this funny feeling that Drop Dead was the funnest song, and You Plus Me equals a heart. I feel like that's going to be it, all right? So get ready for more depression. I'm always wrong. Why am I always wrong? This has such a good sound.
I met him at a party. I think he was on drugs. He wasn't smart or funny. I convinced myself he was.
Is this Drop Dead Part 2? Is this Drop Dead Part 2? Because that's how Drop Dead starts.
He had a great apartment and a car his parents bought. I thought that he
I kind of would have preferred if it was, and now his number's blocked. Like if it finished that same melody. But last time I said that about something on this channel, I came around to it. It was Clara Bow on Torture Poets Department. So I would have heard, this town is fake, but you're the real thing. Something like that. Make it a little bit more interesting than, It's just a bit robotic. I'll come around on it, but I think I would have preferred for it to have matched, like a poem. That is fun. Good. Didn't she say she was on Raya for a little bit? That's so funny because as far as I've heard from interviews and people talking about it, Raya is full of people like that who have like assistant producer to blah, blah, blah. She was just like, that's not for me. It's like all people that want to make like a connection rather than a love connection. And that is actually so funny. Good. Yes. Good. Conan Gray reference. I love Conan Gray. That's so fun! This is what I've been needing. I really needed something to turn me around because I feel like I was getting into a real like depression hole. I was like, guys, don't know if I can do it anymore. I need to get hyped for these videos, right? I feel like if I am here with low energy, it becomes unwatchable. So I was getting into a, there's a possibility. Now that we have expectations, yeah, fuck yeah. Also, Conan Gray reference, let's go. Now we are at the last song, Cigarette Smoke. A round of applause for us all getting here, getting through this. A round of applause for Olivia Rodrigo exiting a relationship that was not serving her. Let's go. I bet it's gonna be sad though. Kiss me.
Cigarette smoke, the smell that I know, it clings to my clothes, seeps into my bones. 5 beers in the fridge, and the second car's gone. I regret you, how long I stayed. I resent you, not being brave. Tell me something honest so that memories turn dark. You said that I made love look easy till I made it hard. Give me back my time and I will give you back your heart. I thought that we played the perfect couple till you didn't want the part.
Referencing being an actor. Oh, it's so sad, bro. Oh my god. Guys, I'm back in the depression hole.
But it's better than begging for you to stand up for me, honeybee.
Oh no.
I resent you for taking her side.
Grr. Men piss me the fuck off, bro. Stop it. Wow. Oh my god. Wow, that song might be my favorite one on the album. That one was so sad. That song was so emotional, asking them to make you mad so you can let them go, so you can stop thinking about them and wishing that you were still with them. Mental health check time. Guys, how are we all doing? I'm not doing so good. I'm not doing so good at all. That one was really sad. This whole album was so terribly sad. And I think it's so interesting that the public saw them as a couple as really loving and really engaged with each other, right? Obviously, we're only seeing a snippet of their lives together, but you would always see him at her shows. He would be in the security line in front of the pit, and he would be there getting the crowd riled up to see her and get riled up so that she is excited by how many people are excited to see it. If they would do it without him, obviously. But like, that is so cute because that is like your man supporting your career, supporting your success. And so I always had a really positive opinion of him because it looked like he was really in her corner in a way that other artists who had similar relationships didn't even get that from them. He is an actor, right? The only significant thing I have ever seen him in was Enola Holmes, and they've made a third movie, which is, I think, coming out like next week or this week. The album was in line with the release of that third movie, which I think is so freaking funny. It's so Lily Allen before the end of Stranger Things. There is another artist that I'm thinking of that had an actor as a boyfriend that didn't give anything in the relationship and let her struggle and let her die. And he's also not in fucking anything. Women will always come out on top. I feel very mixed about this album because like the whole time I thought the songs were really, really well done, but it does all seem one note as a whole project. It seems like you're just going into the depths of despair with her in every song, and it's not like the story really goes anywhere except for on Expectations. And then it kind of feels like it's like turning around, like she's learning from it. And maybe she's at a point in her life where she's not able yet to fully reflect on this and say she got better because she's still working through it all. So from like an artistic storytelling point of view, it did feel like the story didn't go maybe as far as I wanted it to go, but I really enjoyed it the whole way through. I thought that her voice was incredible. She was worn down so much that it's like she lost her little spunk and now she's got to rebuild. So maybe the next album is going to be spunky again. I had a good time experiencing new music from Olivia Rodrigo, and I would love to hear what you guys think of the album. What's your favorite song? What resonated with you the most? I hope not many because they were so sad. For now, from what I remember, I think my favorite songs are The Cure. That's so obvious to me. Expectations I really liked. I loved Begged. Oh my god. Purple, although there was tinged with such sadness that made me quite upset. I loved all of them, but I think those ones stood out to me. So let me know which one stood out to you. Thank you all so much for hanging out with me. Stay happy, stay hydrated, and I will see you all next time. Bye!